Hello guys and girls, welcome to another video today. Today I am doing an unboxing video and it's about unboxing this game that I have in front of me. Its name is Dogpile. As you can see, there's Dogpile. So this game was created by Brain White right there. Well, it's hard to see it. So why not we before I start the video, I want you to know that this is going to be a very I'm just going to show everything. I'm just going to show like the front covers like around this space before I move on to opening the inside. So without further ado, I'm going to start unboxing this card game. So, this is the card game. This is the front. It says Dogpile. I don't know why there's a sticker on there. It's because like when I whip off the sticker, it's just like it just doesn't like come off very well. So I feel like this is the best I can do right now, just by whipping a little bit off of the dog name, and it's the pup packing puzzle. So I think like it's relating to like this can be packed into a neat form of the game. So this is like the neat form. Like I think we'll go into deeper detail inside that. There are 48 puzzles, as you can see, with inside the paw of the dog. 48 puzzles. And on the left bottom corner is just the logo. Well, I don't know if you can see it properly. It's Brain White. So the logo has a red circle, a purple square, and then a big yellow square. And as you can see on the top, there's another Brain White logo. It's just a little bit bigger than the one in front. And there's a lot of dogs being cramped together in just one tiny area like this size. So and this is the dog's face. It has freckles. I don't remember dogs having freckles, but I guarantee most of them do. But my dog doesn't have freckles. And then there's just the mouth of the dog, and then just that, and then there's the thing where from the shop it just hangs. And that's really much I want to say about the front. So this is what it looks like on the side. There's dogs being cramped into an area again, and there's the company's name, Brain White, and it says Dogpile right there, just like the title of the game. It has the company name, then the then the title, and then on the bottom it says it's what it's describing, what the game is about. And I like its color scheme as well. I like it how it turns from light green, more green, and then it goes more blue and more blue and more blue, and then really blue at the end of the Dogpile. And on the other side, it's the same thing. It says Dogpile. So there's like the same thing in two different sides, basically. It's just like there's just two of the same identical things. This is what it looks like on the back. As we can see, there's 48 puzzles, and over here it says Brain White. There's a lot of Brain Whites. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5 you can see so far of the Brain White. And over here it's 10 plus. So if you're under 10, unfortunately you can't buy this product. But and one person can play this. So this is a one-player game. It doesn't require like a lot of players. So like if you want to play this game by yourself, yeah, like then yeah, you should. It's pretty much of a pretty much of a fun game. So like this is like, I think this is going to be one of the best games that you can play by yourself with. Alright. As we can see, there's another title of Dog Pile, and it's the pup packing puzzle. And pause the video if you want to read what the pup packing puzzle is about. Choose a puzzle. That's number 1. So I think this is what the card will look like. This is what the puzzle will look like, and then this is the solution of the puzzle right there at the end. This is the puzzle before it is solved, and then this is when it is solved. And then number 2 is assemble dogs. Alright. And then number 3, we can see right there, is nestle the dogs together so that they fit perfectly within the grid. So I think this is like an instruction on how to play the game. Sorry if there's a little bit of whipped. Yeah, the product is a little bit of whipped, so like I think like they deduct the price a little bit of the product, but that's okay. I don't think the outside really matters. Yes, so that's the contents. That's what they have inside. There's 48 challenge cards, just as much as the puzzles here. There's 12 dogs. Yeah, 12 dogs, and then 1 travel case. I think that's the front bit, and the rules of play. I think the rules of play is described at the back already. So, I said what I wanted to say by talking on the outside of the game. So now we're gonna unbox this card game. So we're gonna get it out. Alright. I don't think it's properly packed, but so this is what the box looks like without the case in it. It looks like it's empty because I took in the case out. I like the scheme of the dog, and yeah, so we're gonna get into more detail on the packing. The dogs, I think they tried really. So we got the dogs right here. They tried really hard to squeeze all the dogs in, I think. So that's why the lid is a little bit pumped up and something like that. So basically, I wanted to this is what the dogs look like. So we got 1, 2. We're just gonna make sure we have 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I think 1 more dropped behind, so there's 12 dogs. So I like it how they make older dogs look like they are a different color, and I really like that. And older dogs are like different sizes, especially so this one is the smallest. This one is the smallest of them all. It's just like a little dog. It's like the size of my. It's not even like I can even squeeze it like this. So my hand is really big compared to the dog. And the biggest one is this one. Yeah, really big. It's about the size of my thumb. Like that's how big the dog is. So we got through all of the I think we got all through of all of the pieces. I think these two are like the same color. No, this one's a little bit different. I think like from the camera view, like this one is a little bit more deeper red, and then this one's a bit more shallower red. So I think like some dogs are like similar in color, but they're not exactly the same. Just don't get me wrong. If you look from this view right there, I'm not gonna put my hands in the camera or anything. They look all different. They look all different in color. I think all of them are different sizes. Some of them are the same sizes, but they are different dog breeds or something like that. But like I said about like what the dogs are. Alright, enough. Alright. So this is all the dogs. There are 12 dogs, and there's no missing pieces. Alright. So after we got through all of the dogs, we're going to go through the puzzles right now, and then so there's this thing that it looks like a It looks like a portable thing where you charge your phone, tablet, computer, anything, really. Like, I think like it's easier to pull it out from that lid, so I'm pretty sure that that is the case from pulling it out with your two fingers. Two fingers hold that thing and then pull it out. I like it. Like that, it makes it easier for the customers to pull the thing out. So we got all the cards right here. I think there are like different types of cards, but we're just gonna go through I think we're just gonna go through the least important cards to the most important cards. So we got the use image as guide to put playing pieces back in the tray. So this is what it should look like when you pack up the dogs. So this is like a guide to like put the dogs like in the correct order and the position as it's supposed to be in. So this is like a guide card. It's not part of the puzzle or anything like that. It's just the guide for how you should pack the dogs back into the tray. And this is Dog Pile, the pup packing puzzle, and go follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So, and it's invented by Bob Farron, and this is what the details of the Brainwide company is. So this is that card. We got this is like, I think like this is how the game works. Like this is not like, I think like this is like similar to the rules, but I think this is how like a card works in the game. So the object is arrange a series of dogs on the grid so they perfectly fit the illustrated shape. Dogs used in this challenge. So in this challenge, you should use these dogs and not any other dog except for these dogs. And this is the layers. This is how many layers there are, and this is how many dogs you should use. So, and this is in the middle of the card, it's a grid area. So you should so it tells you like how to fit all of the dogs in this grid. And on the bottom there's the difficulty levels. So as you can see, this is beginner. We'll go through the difficulties later on. I think there are like, I don't know what the difficulties are yet, but we'll go through that sooner or later. And on the left bottom corner, it's the puzzle number of the card. So that's the puzzle number, and that's what it should and that indicates that this is puzzle number 3. So puzzle number 3 would look like this. There will be different types of puzzles by using different dogs, and then that's pretty much it. How to play. Choose a challenge card and place it on a flat surface. Select the dogs indicated at the top of the card and place them onto the gridded area in such a way that they completely cover the shape, without any dog part covering an empty space in between or outside the border. Note: you should always use all of the dogs indicated by the challenge card. Some challenges indicate multiple layers, which means that you must stack the dogs on top of each other to correctly solve the puzzle. For example, 3 layers means that there will be 3 levels of dogs stacked on top of each other. In these layer challenges, all of the dogs must fit squarely into the indicated levels without any parts sticking out. See an example below from puzzle 23. Correct, and that's incorrect. So you should make it like a cube related thing, instead of like stacking it and then having the heads, bodies sticking out kind of thing. And this is the hint. Right, that's a bit blurry. My camera is kind of weird. but some challenges require positioning the dogs in a combination of standing up, laying sideways, upside down, or even between other dogs. A single solution is provided for each challenge, but it is possible that there are other valid ways to solve. So, there are other ways to solve the puzzle. It doesn't have to be one combination. That you can do it your way, but I think like any way can work. So I think the last part is about the puzzles. Okay, I said what I wanted to say now, so we're going to go through all of the difficulties. So here we have here is the beginner level of the dog puzzle. So the beginner level looks like this. The card is double-sided, so there's two puzzles in one card. So basically a beginner level would be similar to this. 9 dogs, 1 layer. So I think like most easy puzzles are like 1 layer. Some beginner puzzles are like 2 layers. So like this is what a beginner puzzle should look like. It shouldn't be hard. You should be able to solve it in like a few seconds before achieving the goal. So the beginner puzzle isn't really that hard though. It's more like, it's not like a puzzle where you stress out easily. But I hope a beginner puzzle is not like that. It should be for people who do not have a high intelligence yet. I'm not offending anyone here, but like people who are beginning to have a to learn and something like that. And then when they gradually grow from the game, they should be able to move on to the harder difficulties. Next up, we have the intermediate level right here. The intermediate level consists. This is an example of the intermediate level. I think like there are 7 dogs and 3 layers in this puzzle, and the puzzle number is higher than the beginner level. I think like they don't order it by like how many puzzles does difficulty have, but like they order it from beginner levels, intermediate levels, and then so on and so on. So like this is puzzle number 24. It's not like puzzle the same number as the beginner level, because like I think like they just order it from easiest to hardest in terms of what level you are on. So this is like, so it is a bit harder than the beginner level. The intermediate level, like I think like the dogs don't really matter like about the difficulty. Like the more dogs there are, like it doesn't make the puzzle harder if there's more dogs. But I think what makes the puzzle more harder is that there's more layers. So I think the beginner level only consists of 1 layer and 2 layers, but not like, I think like up to 2 layers is the hardest for a beginner level. But the dog numbers do not matter. I think the dog numbers just I think like there could be like a lot of dogs consisting in the same puzzle, and it will still be easy. And there could be a few dogs, and then on a very hard puzzle, but then it could be really hard to solve. So that's how the puzzle works. I think like the more layers there are, the harder the difficulty is. But the numbers do not count. That's what I basically know. And it's double-sided as well. The puzzle is double-sided as well. So like I think like that consists of I think it consists of every difficulty of every card there is. Okay, this is what an advanced card would look like. I know that it has the same amount of layers as the intermediate card, but I think like this is one of the easy advanced cards, and I think like the intermediate card that I pulled out was kind of the hard intermediate card. So this one is like one of the easier ones. So as you can see here, I think like it matters if there's like, so I think the more layers there are, it's not always going the puzzle is going to be harder. I think like it's gonna all the time not happen like that, but the way that more layers could be a harder thing in the game, it just makes it harder, and so it's generally will make it harder like this in a way. So I think this is it's double-sided. It's double-sided, just like any other card as well. So we covered that. Alright, and the hardest difficulty is expert. Expert is a really hard difficulty. I think like it's for players who are very experienced with this card game. So there should be an expert difficulty for this card game. So this is basically like so the puzzle number is really high. So I think like it's one of the hardest. So it's the hardest difficulty. So it consists of 4 layers. So when I looked at all of the expert cards, I think like, wait, let me check again. I think the minimum amount of layers is only 2. So there's no lower than 2, and I think like the maximum is, but like most of the expert cards are like 3 layers to 4 layers. So it's pretty nearly impossible to solve these kind of things, and it's double-sided as well. So I think that's all of the difficulties that I wanted to say. Oh right, and the final types of cards that I wanted to go through, it's not a puzzle card, it's the solution card. So this is what the card is. This is what the puzzle should look like when it's solved, and this is relating to the puzzle card. So this is what the puzzle looks like. Like this is what it's showing you all the dogs. So that there are 4 dogs, and they are the same amount of dogs. And then if you look at the grid, it's 5 times 4. So I think this is like a 5 times 4 grid, and it shows you how to solve it, and the numbers are the same right here. So like if you want to know what the solution is, you have to match this number with the puzzle number that you're working on. And the solution card is double-sided as well. As you can see, this one is for a different type of puzzle. So as you can see, there's a hole in there, and there is a hole in there. So this is what it should look like when it's solved, with one hole in there. So that's what the solution card is for, and that's the purpose of the solution card. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And follow on my socials as well. And I will see you in the next video or unboxing video.